Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to TPAS Tips. So, I am here to give you a little short video on searching for adjuster jobs using claimsjournal.com. Claimsjournal.com, everybody. All right, so what you do is you go to the obvious spot, which is their website first, claimsjournal.com. And out of everything that you're seeing here, which I will say this, claimsjournal.com and other websites like it are good websites to stay abreast of trends of the industry, laws that are being passed, articles that are coming out, so forth and so on. So again, if you want to, of course, save this as a favorite, which is what I would suggest, so that you can not only reference it for job searches, but also be able there to reference it for whatever is going on in the industry, just so you can keep your finger on the pulse. Definitely do so. All right, so I'm going to go to the tab here that says jobs. And we'll wait on it to open. Good Lord, it's taking forever. Okay, so it opens up to this insurance journal deal. I guess that's how they're listing their jobs, insurance journal. And because I've already used this before, as you can see, I have a search word here, claims, right? Um, so you can do claims, and you may actually have to use different keywords in order to kind of get what you're looking for. Like, say you want a job that's remote, and of course this is a insurance centered site. So anything that's going to be shown here will be insurance related, but you may get a variety of jobs just depending on what your keyword is and so forth and so on. Now, if you go to, as you can see, it only gives us a keyword search here at the top. You can also try to do some sorting of the job by going to featured, and all you're going to get here is what they have as feature, which is going to show first, to most relevant, most recent, or most viewed. You might want to probably stick with most recent. Of course, that means the job just got put on the market and they may very well be looking to fulfill it quickly. So when I put in remote opportunities, what is coming up is a variety of locations, as you can see. So as you're looking on these lines, this is just a headline for each job. When you click on this, it'll open the job up and provide more detail. But just to give you a headline, you see it was posted just a few days ago on September 25th. It is for the area of Chicago, Illinois. They are looking for a contract-led consultant. As you can see, 18 people have looked at that because, of course, it's fairly new. And if you wanted to look into more details into what that job entails, and the company that's posting it is Allstate. So from the company that posted, you can tell if it's going to be a staff position or if it's going to be a contracting position, independent adjusting position. So yeah, so then you could read the details of the job and what they're looking for, what their responsibilities are, what your qualifications, and their expectations, as well as in this part. Not all the time do they list the salary or potential that you will be compensated for it, but in this situation, they do. 75,000 to 100,000 a year based on your experience and qualifications, okay? So let's also do a few more job searches here. So one, when I go back to the main page, it's highlighting, I guess, probably these vendors or carriers paid a little bit extra for their jobs to stand out, which means they really want people to see these jobs and apply for them. So we're looking for, State Farm is looking for a customer service. They have customer service sales positions in Aurora, Colorado. A company by the name of Dialogue Direct and Qualfon, a Qualfon company is looking for property and casualty call center trainer in Highland Park, Michigan. We have Wave. Wave is a new company that's been coming into the industry, posting a lot of jobs out there on these sites. You're going to see more of these as we go through the rest of these job search videos, because I'm going to do one for the best top sites that I go to and that I know most adjusters go to look for adjuster positions. Um, So we have them, employee benefits account manager, agency or broker, remote sales farm, sales farm, State Farm. Here is again that position, trainer position, manager position. They have positions for underwriting. So these are all, as you can see, depending on the category they're in, these are the what do they call them? The featured jobs under those different categories. So they have it under a featured jobs category, then most recent sales, marketing, what else I got? Management, finance, claims, jobs. So right there, you're seeing that. Now I know you're like, well, these are all if you wanted to stay independent. You're like, well, this is all for staff adjuster positions. I get it. But again, sometimes looking for an adjuster gig when you're trying to get your foot in the door, you have to make a part-time job out of it. So you have to take the time to go down these lists because every now and then, yes, Allstate is a carrier, Travelers a carrier. Yes, but Wave isn't. And it looks like they've got at least 5 pages of positions here. But I'll tell you this. Oh, look, they got even some positions if you're going into the field sign-on bonuses. I will say this though, even if, and I think I've said this in other videos, even if you're like, okay, I want to be independent, I would say don't look down too much on being staff as well because you just never know what that can lead to. And since we have more people leaving the industry than we do coming into it, and because I just actually got this statistic, the average age of the claims adjuster, staff adjuster is 68 years old. So it's like, wow, the average staff adjuster that's working in insurance right now, and really should I say the average, that is not just for claims, that's the average insurance employee is between 60 to 70 years old. So we need people to be staff as well. Okay. You can learn a lot being staff, especially if you need to maybe stay in your city or you have children that are dependent upon you. You can't move around, or you need like health insurance, things like that. I mean, as an independent adjuster, you have to purchase your own versus as a staff adjuster, it comes with your contract, right? And so there's definitely a lot of opportunity for upward mobility if you become a staff adjuster, and you can move up pretty fast because of the talent gap that we have in our industry. So just giving you all a little heads up. But yeah, so this is basically Claims Journal. This is pretty much it in a nutshell. I'm just scrolling down. Try not to go too fast, giving you all a little taste. Unfortunately, they don't allow you to sort by location. So you are going to have to go down and look at the positions, see if it's something you might want to be able to do, and then look and see where it is being offered at. Again, if you're not already a licensed adjuster and you're thinking about coming into the industry, you may want to be a license, at least get your adjuster's license so that you can show the insurance company that, hey, I'm moving in this direction. I've got a little bit of knowledge of my own. I put a little bit of my own skin in the game, so to say, paying for that class and that adjuster licensing. Again, because they may say, hey, we want somebody with this degree or this experience. However, if you at least got something to meet them halfway with, they may be able to work with you, and you can work your way up in the company. So just be open to staff adjuster positions. There's nothing wrong with them at all, and for some of us, it works better. Okay, so that's all I have for you all for this video here. Stay tuned. In a couple of days, I'll be releasing a video on another adjuster job search site that you can go to and utilize. And with that, I thank you all for listening in, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.